before who has managed to, we normally follow that, or I used to follow that, sorry, with a favourite memory of mine. Now this is my 83rd memory tonight, right? Which is getting a bit tiring now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit annoyed with myself for creating such a task for myself because, of course, I have lots of good memories. Doesn't mean if I can remember them all. But when I'm like picking my brain to try and remember a positive one, all I seem to think of are negative ones. Which, you know, we're getting towards the end of the show, so then I leave you guys and I go and be in a hotel room on my own and I just spiral for hours thinking about my negative memories. So they're getting a little bit mundane now, so this fan is starting to make my nose run. Thank you. They're getting a little bit mundane now because I really am having to scrape the barrel. So whoever's coming to the very last 100th show will get the shittest memory of all time. I've been thinking about Germany a lot because, like I told you, I'm going to Germany for a while. And one of my first school trips, that's what you call when you're in America, yeah, school trips, was like, when you go for like a week, was to Frankfurt in Germany. And in England, basically, the equivalent of your middle school is the first 2 years of our high school. Year 7 and 8 is your 7th and 8th grade of middle school. I don't know why it's so different, who the fuck knows. So it would be like your 8th grade, right? So we were in like year 8 and we went. And it was like my first proper trip. I missed my mum desperately. And I was always very, very independent, but being away like in some random, very shit hotel in the middle of Frankfurt, of Germany, where I'd never even been. I was a language specialist, that's why I got to go to Germany. I was very, very good at languages at school. I guess it's because I love singing and I'm a songwriter. I could just memorise everything. I don't think I could ever actually speak French or German. I could just memorise everything and remember it. But that's why I got to go to Frankfurt. And the most exciting thing that happened in Frankfurt, which as a 36-year-old obviously isn't as cool, and I'm certainly not glamorising it, but was I always looked older than my age, right? So this is when we had euros. In fact, it might have even been fucking German money when I went, because it was so long ago. But I always looked older than myself, and cigarettes were really cheap in Europe. So my friends were like, can you buy us cigarettes? And like, all my family always smoked when I was growing up, but I didn't smoke. Not that I didn't want to, I was just too young. I was like 13, 14. And so I would go and buy all these cigarettes for everybody, and they would all pretend they were smokers. They'd like, and puff it straight back out. And I was like, that's not how you smoke, this is how my parents do it. And then I was addicted to smoking for about 10 years. But I bought cigarettes, and the highlight of my trip, and I actually still have one in my memory box. I have little memory boxes from like each decade of my life. It just happened and I love it. Was a lighter that I bought, and it was a lady's legs crossed with a mini skirt, and the mini skirts came in all different colours. I picked the green one because that's my favourite colour. And I found it instantly because I bought some posh new memory boxes so I could move everything out of the cardboard boxes into my nice new ones. I think I deserved that after all these years. And I found it in there, so that is my memory of smoking. I won't be doing that this time. Anyway, on that note, this is when we were young.